Time out. It's Ceito, the spirit coach, and I'm getting you in shape and form for the age of Aquarius yet again. We got the sun in Cancer, moon in Leo. So the theme is entertaining feelings. So we're going to be reacting and responding to the fifth house, things that get a lot of attention, setting the stage for an event to be expressed, our character, our motherfucking courage and things of that nature. And it's going to be in the sphere of where the sun is at in Cancer. So, we're going to be setting the stage for our emotions to be expressed. We're going to be paying attention to our feelings. We're going to be entertaining our feelings and shit like that. So don't be a motherfucking vampire and want everybody to look at your insides and shit like that. People don't necessarily got to feel the way you feel about something you paying attention to. Okay? Get your ass in there. Time out. What's good? It's Ceito, the spirit coach, and I'm getting you in shape and form for the age of Aquarius yet again. So shout out to everybody for joining the live, okay? You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Good. Y'all know Coach doing the mental stretch and things, and how we do all the time, we get it lit and shit like that. Okay, get y'all motherfuckers aware and shit like that so y'all are able to see in areas that you haven't before, and now you're able to go the distance, whether that's, you see in an area where it may be too transformative. So you gotta, use a little, you gotta use a little distance emote, and that's from detaching from certain things, you gotta be emotionally dry, or you gotta be less reactive, or, if it's too stable, too practical and shit like that, you got to create a little bit more transformation, and things of that nature, so that's how we do it as far as like using the elements when it comes to, spiritually traveling and shit like that, because we all like to spiritually travel and things of that nature, but we just not understanding. That's what we're doing with our mind in some way, shape, or form. So, Moon is in Leo right now, so our reactions and where we're gonna want to feel comfortable with is our motherfucking expressions. Our shout out to Tribe 947. Facts. I like. I can't even say because my phone broke and shit like that, so I can't even see. But on some parts of this shit, and I gotta get a new phone. But for the most part, we're gonna be reacting. So the moon is our comfort, our needs. So we're gonna be reacting to Leo energy, and that's fixed fire, being fixated on your own way of seeing and feeling. So you're gonna be reacting to how you see and feel. Hold on, he said how you said that. Okay, I see it now because it moved up. But so you're gonna be reacting and responding and trying to feel comfortable with how you see and feel shit. People might be trying to throw shit on you, because people might be trying to throw shit on you, express how they feel, but right now you need to react to your own way of seeing and feeling and shit like that, no matter what case it is, because that's where we got the moon is today, whether you create and you can do that in a creative way, aka, see it and feel it and try to come up, set the stage, for an event to be expressed in some way, shape, or form, and how you see it, aka you playing your character out. You're reacting and responding to your fire energy, your fixed fire energy. Or, and it's going to be done, what's good, everybody? When it's going to be done through the modality of where the sun is at, and that's in Cancer. So how it's going to look and how it's going to play out is not like fire. It's going to play out like emotional. It's going to play out like privacy. So we're going to be all type of paying attention to like private matters and expressing, or paying a whole bunch of attention to our private matters, our feelings, our emotions, Now, on an internal level, on an external level, these can be your home, domestic issues, your family situations, your living situations, or the people, places, and things that you're familiar with that you call family, okay? So it always play out like an internal, external, macro, micro, internal, as above, so below, as within, so without type of deal. Okay, so so that's what we're doing. So like I said, so we're going to be entertaining our feelings, whether you're going to be trying to make how you feel about something and trying to express that in a new way where you want to have fun and enjoy yourself, and you're trying to transform out of the feeling, and you don't really give a fuck about being all emotional and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Or this is you gonna get your emotions off and express it. But you know what I'm saying? You want to make sure you do that in a way where the sun is at. And Cancer, cardinal water, creating and initiating a new emotion and feeling about what you're entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Creating and initiating a new emotion and feeling based on how you're reacting to what you're entertaining and shit like that for that protection. Because the sun is always protection for the moon. The sun is the protection for the vulnerability, the reaction. So when you receive something, you have a reaction first. So you react to, you know what I'm saying, to see if you're comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? You're reacting to that light. You know what I'm saying? AKA that light bit of information that you analyze, you know what I'm saying, with your chakra system, and that will be your feelings, you know what I'm saying? So you're going to react to it, and then, you know what I'm saying, once you have a reaction, you know, you're going to react to how it is, where the moon is at, and shit like that. So you're going to react to, you know, how it's seen, or what somebody else is expressing, or how somebody else acting, or what somebody else setting the stage for, and then of that, things of that nature. And then once you do that, you know what I'm saying, once you have that reaction and shit like that, then you can express it. But you're going to express it in the way where the sun is at. Cancer, you're going to try to emotionally connect or react to expressing how you see it privately and how you feel comfortable with it, and or create a new way to feel comfortable with a situation and shit like that. So it's like fire, water. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, you know what I'm saying, we're going to feel extra volatile and shit based on, you know, just Leo, you know, being like one of the most extreme summertime type of times in the sky, but that's where the moon is at. And then we're gonna feel the need to, you know what I'm saying, not act as serious, or, you know what I'm saying, just be cool off and shit. So yeah, so shout out to Tribe. He said steamy, of course, and shit like that. So yeah, so getting into, you know what I'm saying, the esoteric stretch and things of that nature. Y'all know what I do. Like I said, you know what I'm saying, just try to make you a little bit more aware of things that's going on in your surroundings, so you can know what's going on for you and how to respond to these energies in the last couple hours of it. Probably tomorrow we'll be in the beginning of Virgo and shit. Shout out, she said, I don't know, fuck Leo, LOL, I'm a Virgo, I'm a Libra. What Leo do to you? But yeah, shout out to Libras and shit, you know what I'm saying? Look, Libras always communicating for balance and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what they do to you, what you ain't receive. Oh, but it's in your 5th house and shit like that. Man. Hello can be intense. Oh yeah, shout out to Libras. I'm talking about Libros. That's like Leos and Libras mixed. Libros. Nothing. Oh yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, all right. But yeah, let's get to it. Sun, we got Sun square Jupiter, so we still got the Sun in a square with Jupiter, so we're still angling the Jupiter with the way the Sun is right now. Oh, no, 5th house Libra. Oh, you got Libra in the 5th house. Okay, so you already expressive and shit like that based on your temperament being, based on if it's, oh, you got Libra in the 5th house. So your Libra 5th house is your temperament and shit like that. Based on whatever, that's your entertainment. That's what you pay attention to. That's what you get, like to give and receive attention at and shit like that. And that's where you have a whole bunch of explosive moments and shit like that. And so for you, that play out in the temperature of whatever you communicate, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Like even this, I'm talking to you. Oh, so Libra Sun in the 5th house, right? So yeah, so that's your so the temperature is the Sun, and so you pay a lot of attention to relationships, being relatable and shit like that. And a lot of times those shits get explosive and shit like that, and based on somebody taking something you said the wrong way and something like that, you know what I'm saying, based on them wanting to entertain it how they want to entertain it, or you entertaining it how you want to entertain it. But it's always giving and receiving and shit like that based on relationships and shit. So That's what you can run into as far as your shit. Rasta said I got Venus Libra. You got Venus in Libra, okay? So that's Venus and Venus is home in Libra, and shit like that. But yeah. See, you call all the attention in this motherfucker. Just by you having son, we just entertained your whole shit. I asked you what happened, all that. Just because your sun is in the fifth house, so your sun rules. I mean, your sun is good there because it rules there, but Libra, you know what I'm saying? It does all right there and shit like that. It's just, like I said, what I just said last time, but we ain't gonna get back into that. Okay, we still got the sun squaring Jupiter right now, so, you know, with our actions, how we see the world and viewpoint, we're trying to expand that in some way, shape, or form. And so our actions, we kind of stumbling and falling with our actions based on, you know, this square, us not acting in a sufficient way where it's comfortable with the alignment of Jupiter. So we're doing our actions, and then we have to learn about why we did that, or expand on why we act in a certain way, or why somebody else, or whatever we paying attention to, we're having to learn about it and expand on it in some way, shape, or form. So it's causing a little square, it's causing a little frustration and shit like that. We can't act and people just know what we talking about, or we can't, or others can't act and people can't know what we're talking about and shit like that. It's like a little learning process and some shit. You know what I'm saying? So he said Jupiter. But yeah, so, you know, we're going to act and then try to learn about, you know, and expand on those actions and what we're seeing and shit like that. And that's going to be that little frustration between the sun and Jupiter. Now we got Moon sextile Mercury. So this is opportunity to feel comfortable with thinking and communicating. So you're going to have an opportunity to feel comfortable with communicating, you know what I'm saying, how you, and your reactions and expressing yourself, you know what I'm saying. So just make sure that, you know, you got an opportunity and shit like that, but opportunity always leads to somewhere. So what's on that other opposite side of that opportunity is based on you taking that opportunity. So if you felt like you should communicate something in some way, shape, or form, you just know you took an opportunity, and those opportunities can lead to, you know what I'm saying, better situations, better circumstances, or not. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on what you feeling that you need to react to and express and take, you know, this emotional expression or this reaction and communicate. All right. And then if you ain't communicated before, you probably been communicating like for sure, a lot more of these last couple of days. Then we got Moon square Uranus. I'm sorry, we got Moon trine Saturn. So we can be comfortable with passions and shit like that. Shout out to We Winning Wellness, Scorpio Sun, Leo Moon. I live with the square. Oh yeah, so you know the squares is just hard. It's just like if you got a square in your alignment, you can't really sufficiently use whatever square is angling whatever is squaring and shit like that. You're gonna have to use that and then learn about it and shit like that. And then once you react, if it's just your moon, you're gonna have to learn about your actions. So it's just, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you just gotta toughen up and shit like that and be like, you know what I'm saying, just be like, this what it is and shit like that. But y'all also be more wiser than other people and more cut, you know what I'm saying, more calculated than other people, because you will learn about something before, whether you had an opportunity with your sun and moon, aka they sextile, or if that's a 60-degree angle, or if you got a motherfucking trine with your moon and they motherfucking gift where you just acting, and then, you know what I'm saying, you do a whole bunch of actions and shit like that, and then you just end up into some situations, you know what I'm saying, instead of, you know what I'm saying, whether it was a square, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be trying to learn about it every step of the way. So it's a gift and curse to everything. It's a gift and curse to each alignment and sign and shit like that. No one's better than the other. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the spirit in the vessel using these. Now, if you don't have no self-awareness, you ain't going to use this shit at all. You know what I'm saying? So it don't even really matter. You're just going to think you living life, and then you're not even going to be paying attention to, you know what I'm saying, shit like astrology and shit. But yeah, we got Moon trine Mars, so this is comfortable with passions right now. So, you know what I'm saying, we're going to be comfortable with getting up and doing something, getting up and transforming some shit, getting up and going with our passions and shit like that. Or you can be comfortable with the negative side of Mars, with anger, aggression, and shit not going your way and things of that nature. But the whole aspect of the moon trining Mars is going to give us the gift to feel moon emotionally comfortable with our Mars passions, motivations, and desires and willpower and shit like that. So as long as you directing that in the right area, the moon is in Leo, so we're gonna feel comfortable with acting and reacting and expressing it and just reacting to how we see some shit, and then Mars is gonna give us the spark we need to actually motherfucking initiate that shit and go, and we're gonna feel super comfortable with that in some way, shape, or form. So as long as you directing this towards what you want to spark, you know what I'm saying, as far as like if you want to change how you feel, you want to change a emotion, or you want to transform a reaction, this your alignment. This your alignment, okay? Moon opposed Saturn. This is not trying to feel. This is not trying to feel restricted from expressions. So you know what I'm saying. Right now, the moon is opposing Saturn, so we're not trying to feel restricted right now from expressing ourselves in some way, shape, or form, or acting on what we want to do, or seeing what we want to do. Anybody that place a restriction on us right now, or some type of limitation and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, that's when we may get in fight or flight mode, and you know what I'm saying, and try to, you know, and go to war with that boundary in some way, shape, or form, because it's opposing and shit like that, and challenge that boundary and make it hard for that boundary. You know what I'm saying? But we're not gonna feel comfortable with restrictions, you know what I'm saying, at the moment. Saturn near Saturn. So I don't know what you're talking about now. But we're gonna be so we're not gonna feel comfortable with restrictions in our life. We're gonna wanna feel in our glow. We're gonna wanna feel free and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And limitations, free from limitations and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying, that's the little obstacle you're gonna go. Whereas if you do start to receive limitations, if you do start to receive restrictions and things of that nature, don't get in too much into your own feelings where, you know what I'm saying, you motherfucking throwing a hissy fit and shit like that. Oh yeah, the fixed stars, yes. Moon square Uranus. So we're also learning how to change our reactions. So you know what I'm saying, initially we might not know how to react, you know what I'm saying, or change. Are we back? Okay, we back. Yeah, I gotta learn to put this shit on do not disturb, because all type of alarms and messages be going off and shit like that. But getting back to where we was at, we're gonna have Moon square Uranus, and so you know what I'm saying, we're gonna have to learn how to change how we react right now. You know what I'm saying, based on the moon being a Leo and the motherfucking Uranus being in Taurus and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So we're all learning how to change. So we might feel a certain way and things of that nature, but how we feel may not be sufficient with our individuality right now, or sufficient with how we want to change of how we feel about something. And so, you know what I'm saying, we're going to have to go through a learning process of changing our feelings, our emotions, and our reactions with the moon square Uranus. Then we got Mercury. Then we got Mercury sextile Mars. So this is opportunity to communicate passions and shit like that. So you're gonna have an opportunity for your mind to be on your individuality. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have an opportunity for your thoughts and to think. You know what I'm saying? As an individual right now. You know what I'm saying? This could lead to leadership energies and making sense of why you're doing something for leadership, or making sense of your passions and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And mentally constructing your passions a little more. Or this could lead to, you know what I'm saying, you motherfucking, your mind being on some loner shit. And like, you don't really get no fuck and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And you don't really want to take the opportunity. You don't really, you good with, you know what I'm saying, you know, where your mind is at and things of that nature. So that's how this sextile will play out. What we're dealing with right now as far as Mercury sextile Mars. Then we got Mercury trine Saturn. So we also gonna be have restrictive thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So and these restrictive thoughts gonna come from you or others. So others might try to place boundaries on, you know what I'm saying, how you think right now and shit like that. Or you may feel boundaries based on how you think, you know what I'm saying, and what you want to communicate and shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Try to make some more sense and be more reality based when it comes to your communication. And that's how you can use these energies for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Allow yourself to take your time with your thinking. Mercury is thinking, Saturn is reality, time, structure, and constructing. Okay, Mercury in conjunct Pluto. This is misunderstanding how to transform our thoughts and shit like that. So we may have a lot of misplaced thoughts that we don't know how to deal with. Thoughts, you know, that we haven't really put depth to. Thoughts still lingering and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? What about this thought? What about what this person is? What about what this person has said and shit like that? We might still take some of that stuff and not know how to take power control of how we think about, you know what I'm saying, what's communicated right now. I'm learning to be patient with undesirable outcomes that I subconsciously created, and work with my power to alchemize situations and find my harmony. Guess Libra energy worth something. Oh yeah, for sure. Shout out to the Libras. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we all trying to find that patience, you know, because that patience is really what the only sign we dealing with patience right now is really Taurus and shit like that. And so like Taurus is going through a change, stability, you know what I'm saying, stability, change and shit like that. So we're trying to change, you know what I'm saying, she said, you a Libra? No, I'm not a Libra, I'm a motherfucking Aquarius sun and moon, and I'm a Capricorn rising. But yeah, so you know, we're trying to learn how to be comfortable with change, with what we value, and that's in Taurus. Taurus represents values, you know what I'm saying, it's fixed earth, it's what we value, it's our self-esteem, you know what I'm saying, that's how we gain security and shit like that. So a lot of our outcomes as far as in the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension, based on Taurus being an earth sign, based on it, you know, earth, you got fire, which is the most fire, you know what I'm saying, fire is like separation, it's like one of the most lightest shapes and forms you have and shit like that. That's why I don't really deal with connection like water. It's more so, you know what I'm saying, you got fire, where fire is just going to separate, and it really don't give a fuck about expressing its, you know, vision and shit like that, or going for what it sees and shit like that. Water is connection, emotion and shit like that, aka that vision soaking and cooling off and shit like that. And then you got air, the ability to start to analyze that, which now you're getting into the left brain chakra and shit like that, and communicate that and get the information and shit like that. That would be like, once you had an idea and once you cool with it, you start communicating about it and going to this place and looking here, and now you gaining information. That's air. And then once you get the earth and shit like that, that's now you done manifested shapes, forms, and shit like that to represent, you know what I'm saying, the practical nature of that shit. But yeah, okay, shout out Aquarius. I have Aquarius North Node. Shout out to that Aquarius North Node. Hell yeah. So you comfortable with you know what I'm saying, you know, entertaining shit how you want to entertain shit, but you kind of here to bring, you know what I'm saying, be uncomfortable in a way of, you know what I'm saying, getting out here, putting yourself out here, associating your shit, you know what I'm saying, associating yourself, communicating and constructing with others and building something that can change and be unique and original and shit like that. My Mars and Gemini Pisces rises, okay. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, we gonna finish out. So we got Venus. So like I said, Mercury in conjunct Pluto. We're gonna be misunderstanding how to transform thoughts. You know what I'm saying, based on Pluto being transformation, power control issues, and Mercury in conjunction at a 150-degree angle. And so when it's in conjunction, it creates a misunderstanding. It can play out like either one though. You know what I'm saying. But at first, you know, we might have a misunderstanding of these thoughts and how to put depth to these thoughts and shit like that. Then we got motherfucking Venus sextile Jupiter. So this is opportunity to expand passions for what we love. Okay, so we're gonna have the opportunity to expand. You know what I'm saying? That's Jupiter. You know, experience and go through experience the place, meanings and reasonings on our passion. I mean, on our love matters. You know what I'm saying? You know, so we all, love ain't really in this, it has an opportunity to be selfish right now just based on Venus sextile and Jupiter. and that's creating an angle for us to expand, you know what I'm saying, in the way of Aries. So we got to expand our personal desires, you know what I'm saying, our personal way of creating and initiating new ways to see and feel and shit like that. So we're going to have an opportunity to expand a passion for what we love, and not what nobody else love, what we love and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, this is good starting energy. Like if you want to start something right now, this is good energy to hop in. As long as you got the, you know what I'm saying, you got the motherfucking, you got the mind and shit like that. You didn't, aka you didn't allow yourself to be aware. And now that you see these motherfucking, now that you understand these information, because that's what we do, you know what I'm saying, we create awarenesses, and as a spirit, we hop into those awarenesses, and you start creating motherfucking, you create a thought and feeling in there and shit like that, and then once you do that, you know what I'm saying, the spirits that under you do the same shit like that, and other spirits attract to that light, and that's what creates accumulation and shit like that. And then once you got that accumulation, you know what I'm saying, that can play out like as information for your spirit, your being, your mental, your emotion, whatever sphere that is in. Okay, and we got Mars sextile Saturn, and so this is opportunity to make sense of passions. Like I said, that's, you know, that's just adding on. So make sure others are not making sense for you, because passion deals with you. Passion deals with your individuality, your ability to create and initiate a new way to see and feel, you know what I'm saying, about what you passionate about is up on to you. You know what I'm saying? That don't got to do nothing with nobody else. Now, if Mars was in Libra, maybe we would have to correlate that a little bit more. But since it's in Aries right now, you know what I'm saying, you have to be able to see your way through, to trailblaze your way through, to feel your passion, to rev yourself up and shit like that, because it's home here. So you got the, that means you have full control, you know what I'm saying, over that chakra and the spirit of how we're participating now, where the trans is at in the day. Okay, then we got Saturn square then we got Mars square Pluto. So this is motivated to learn how to take control. Okay, so we also motivated to learn how to be in more control, take more control, power control over, you know, our passions and shit like that. Don't let nobody take control over that shit for you. That's what I just said in the last message. So it's all correlated. And then we got Saturn square Uranus. This is learning about limits within our individuality and shit like that. So we're going to learn about the limits within our, you know, us wanting to be individuals, us wanting to change, us wanting to do reality in some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? Or we're trying to change and be individual, you know what I'm saying, or see reality in our own individual way right now. But, you know, since it's a square, it's going to be alignment of something that we got to learn about. And then Neptune sextile Pluto, so this is, we all still taking control over our imaginations, our dreams, and our motherfucking fantasies and things of that nature. So you got the opportunity to do that. Now those are outer planets, so it may be more, you might have to do those more when Pluto, what you're taking power and control over is, you know what I'm saying, your ability to have a status, you know what I'm saying, your ability to have a position is retrograde right now. So that's being tested, you know what I'm saying, your position, your status, to God and the universe want to see if you're going to keep building while the energy is retrograde, while it's still, you know what I'm saying, while it ain't no extra energy added on it. Are you going to take, when this reevaluation, you know what I'm saying, comes back, you know what I'm saying, are you still you? You get what I'm saying? So that's how all retrogrades play out in some way, shape, or form, but it just play out through whoever, what sign and what planet and what house is in. And then we got Neptune and Pluto, and that just went retrograde. So a whole bunch of motherfucking dreams about to come back. Old dreams, old fantasies, old illusions. Oh, is this person talking about me? Oh, is my imagination playing tricks on me? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, superstitions coming back. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it deals with subconscious connections with others. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, people going to get to experience all type of turbulence, you know what I'm saying, in the esoteric realm and the imagination realm and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Trying to hold on. You know what I'm saying? While Neptune is bringing back the rain on their ass. You know what I'm saying? That esoteric rain. Can you stand? So you got to have some type of, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to your imagination and your fantasy and your dream and shit like that, can you motherfucking stand the rain? Can you stand, you know what I'm saying, can you stand up for your beliefs? Can you stand up for your experiences? Can you stand up for, you know what I'm saying, you being creative, and then you taking a broad perspective of the emotional sphere of things, aka Pisces, like, because it's mutable water, it's being mutable to our own and others' emotions, and the emotions ain't surface level. So that's internal. So that already lets you know that you're already doing some internal shit. And then since this emotional connection and mutable connection, you know what I'm saying, this is how we feel on a broad level with others and shit like that. So that's how Pisces represent and things of that nature. So that's why, you know what I'm saying, that's why it's a whole bunch of expansion. Hold on, she said, we willingness, yep, that shit be happening, but I know that's all in my mind. I don't point fingers, I just work with it and not external and not externally. Yeah, hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? You just want to work with it. You know what I'm saying? You want to work with it and shit like that. But for the most part, you know, you want to have the opportunity to make it external based on, you know what I'm saying, Pluto being in Capricorn is going to want to surface some of that shit and try to, you know what I'm saying, because you're going to want to try to test your security when it comes to, you know, your imaginations. So you're going to want to try to, you know, take power control over that, and then, you know, aka start gaining some security on some Capricorn shit. You want to initiate, wait, is this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, is this motherfucker doing what I think they doing? Is this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that, and try to bring that shit to the surface a little bit. So that's the opportunity you're going to have. You're going to have the opportunity to bring your illusions to the motherfucking surface, you know what I'm saying, based on, you know, you having power and control issues, or you're going to have the opportunity to bring good imaginations and good dreams that can expand people's awareness. And that's how it will go with Neptune sextile Pisces. And I'm Ceito, the spirit coach. Make sure y'all hit CeitoWorld.com. Check out the new music. Check out the membership and shit like that. Shout out to all the members. Y'all know how we doing. We going up. I appreciate y'all for joining the motherfucking Esoteric Huddle. Get your ass in the game.